Davidson scapula retractor. Description: a heavy retractor that is assembled has a spatula that is bent in a shape of an S. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: used for retracting the scapula to expose the ribs during the thoracic entry and closure. Internal memory retractor. Description: this is a self-retaining retractor with 6 blades that each screw onto the arm of the retractor. The blades come into 2 depth lengths. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: used to spread the sternum open following a sternotomy during a cardiac procedure. Ankeny retractor. Description: this is a self-retaining retractor with 6 blades that each screw onto the arm of the retractor. The blades come in 2 depth length. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: used to spread the sternum open the following sternotomy during a cardiac procedure. Finocchiato rib spreader. Description: this is a tiny, very light self-retaining retractor that fits between the fingertips to place. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: this is used to expose coronary artery in adipose tissue during bypass surgery. Finocchiato rib spreader. Description: this self-retaining retractor has curved or straight blade arms and the blade do not detach. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: used for spreading ribs for exposure of the chest cavity. Mitral valve retractor. Description: a solid octagonal handle that leads to a rod-like shaft that trifurcates to create a curved open blade. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: used to retract the atrium during mitral valve procedure. Allison lung retractor. Description: a solid grip handle that leads to multiply heavy wires that form a rounded spatula shape. Category: retracting and exposing. Uses: this is used to retract lung tissue. Bailey rib contractor. Description: these comes in a set of 9 and have tip of varying size. This instrument has oval solid stainless steel tip attached to a narrowing malleable stem which extends to a solid smooth handle. Bailey rib contractor. Description: this instrument has clay facing each other on a serrated post and a clay mechanism to tighten the claw, approximating the ribs. Category: grasping and holding. Uses: this instrument is used to approximate the ribs and hold them until suture can be placed and secure after a thoracotomy. Dual lung forceps. Description: these are angled or straight forceps with triangular fenestrated tips that have horizontal serrations. Category: grasping and holding. Uses: used to grasp and hold lung tissue. Serrate bronchus clamp. Description: these clamps come in a set of 2 right and left curved or angled. They have longitudinal serrations with a hole on a side of the jaw and pegs on the opposite jaw to match up and hold the tissue stable. Category: grasping and holding. Uses: during lung procedure, the clamp is used to hold and occlude the bronchus while stapling. Matheson rib stripper and elevator. Description: this is a double-ended instrument with a flattened tear-shaped elevator on one end and U-shaped sharp rib stripper on the other. Category: cutting and dissecting. Uses: used for scraping periosteum from rib bone before cutting with a shear. Doyen rib respiratoris. Description: a solid tapering handle attached to a straight shaft that lead to an outward C-shaped curve at the distal end. The inside of the C-shaped is flattened, has a sharp edges. Category: cutting and dissecting. Uses: this pair of instrument is used to scrape periosteum from rib bones before cutting. Sternal saw. Description: this is a reciprocating action saw with a disposable blade and a snap-on battery. Category: cutting and dissecting. Uses. This is used to create a median sternotomy. It opens the chest by sawing through the sternum. Sawyer branch rib roger. Description. This rib shear is heavy. The working element encircling the rib and squeezing the handle slides a blade out to cut the rib. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. Used for resecting ribs. Stilly geared rib shear. Description. This shear is heavy. The distal end encircles the rib. The squeezing and the handle brings the blade down, much like guillotine to cut the rib. The double action handles allow for increasing cutting pressure. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. Used for resecting rib. Gluck rib shear. Description. This is a heavy shear. The outside blade encircling the rib and the inside blade cut down. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. Used for resecting rib. Farabaugh rasp. Description. This is a heavy double-ended instrument with a blade. One end is curved and other is straight. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. Care should be taken to provide the edges of the blade against chipping or gouging. Lapschi knife. Description. This is a heavy instrument with a flat, smooth distal end to protect the pericardium. The blade sits just above the flat end. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. Used for opening the sternum lengthwise. Jamieson scissor. Description. There are fine scissors with sharp point and curved blades. They are available in a various of lengths. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. These scissors are used to dissect plaque out of the artery and to cut the artery's branches when taking the memory down. They are fine dissecting scissors. Dietrich scissor. Description. These scissors vary in degree of angle. They have a stabilizing bar on the handles and the blades have a sharp point. Category. Cutting and dissecting. Uses. These scissors are used to extend an opening in an artery or vein. Erotic punch. Description. Erotic punch composed of a plastic outer body and stainless steel punch and cutting head to produce precise circular or oval opening. Range in diameter from 2.7 to 6.0 mm. Category. Clamping and occluding. Uses. Used for creating an opening in a wall of the aorta or other select vessels to prepare a site for vein graft anastomosis in a coronary artery bypass procedure. DeBakey Sidewinder aorta clamp. Description. The clamp is angled and the jaw are curved. Category. Clamping and occluding. Uses. This is an aortic occluding clamp. This clamp is often used on the aorta during AAA repair when there is limited room for a cross clamp. DeBakey aortic clamp. Description. This clamp has curved shanks with a DeBakey design serrations in the jaw. Category. Clamping and occluding. Uses. This is a multiple use clamp. It can be used for partially occlusion or total occlusion. It is also used to tunnel under the tissue to pull a graft through to its distal anastomosis. Fogarty clamp with jaw inserts. Description. This clamp can be angled or straight. The insert come in a pair, with one has hydra jaw and one has traction jaw. Category. Clamping and occluding. Uses. This is a vascular clamp with a soft jaw for a vessels as well as graft material. Javed carotid artery clamp. Description. A rested angle clamp in which the tip of each jaw is half circle that clamp around the artery and the shunt to hold it in place. Category. Clamping and occluding. Uses. Used during a carotid endarterectomy procedure to secure a Javed shunt in the carotid artery when diverting the blood flow away from the operating site. Grover Bulldog clamp. Description. This clamp is available in a various of length. Seriations in a jaw are of the Cooley design. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: this is used to stop flow in a vessels and a clamp vessel loops encircling a vessel. Latinsky Venakawa clamp. Description: this is a partial occlusion clamp. This clamp comes in a various of length with a non-crushing jaw of a DeBakey design and ratchet handles. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: used for partially occluding vessel. This clamp is sometimes used to encircling the superior or inferior vena cava before placement of umbilical tape around the vessel. It is also sometimes used to clamp the atrial appendage. Cooley clamp. Description: this instrument has rest handle and jaw. The angle of 45 or 55 degree seriation are of the Cooley design. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: used for total occlusion of a vessel. Hemoclip appliers. Description: these appliers are available in small, medium, small and large size. They can also have an angled end. The clip bars that hold the actual clips come in red, blue, green and orange, and the appliers handles have the same color. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: this instrument is used to clip sides branches on vessels instead of tying with suture material. Dietrich Bulldog clamp. Description: this is a fine cross-section clamp. It can be straight or angled. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: this small clamp is used to impede the flow in a vessel. DeBakey Bulldog clamp. Description: this is a cross-section clamp. The jaw vary in a length and can be straight or curved. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: used for clamping of the flow in a vessel. The jaw are serrated with a DeBakey design. Wor's tubing occluding clamp. Description: a heavy instrument with ratchet handle and non-slip jaw. Category: clamping and occluding. Uses: this clamp is used to clamp off tubing and cannulas. Grunwald suture ring. Description: this holder is a stainless steel rigid frame with a center opening for access to the incision area. The frame rests directly on the arm of the chest retractor and is secured to the straps by the clips on the underside of the frame. The studs on the top side of the ring receive the suture guides, securing the guides in position. Category: accessory. Uses: keeping numerous sutures properly arranged during the cardiac valve replacement procedure. Endopath thoracic trocar. Description: this trocar has a round-tipped obturator and a thoracic sleeve with a stability threads. Category: accessory. Uses: the thoracic trocar sleeves is used for an access port to internal organs in thoracoscopic procedures and other minimally invasive procedures that do not require insufflation.